and Northern Isles for the first map. At the bottom left, we have our yellow human player, Dazzle. Likely we'll see a standard opening from him. The question is, what camp does he creep first, and what sort of tech timing does he have? And on the other side, at the top right, we have our red orc, Bash. Looks like booster did not load, but maybe it's broken. The new, like the new patches and stuff, and like all the different stuff that's been going on with W3 Champions. So that sucks if it's not loading. But we'll just have to make do. But yeah, top right, our red orc Bash. He's going a Farseer, pretty common against human. And it looks like he's going to do a fast tech. Now the question is, does he do headhunters after the fast tech, or does he just go grunts? And I'm thinking he probably will go grunts, but we'll have to see. Dazzle, on the other hand, getting an early tower. We'll see if he goes third farm as well. Against fast tech like this, I think 2 farm and tech is much better. But he obviously is not aware that Bash is going a fast tech. So he will be going a third farm, early arcane, and he's going for the Tuskar's first camp. This camp's a little risky because you can take quite a bit of damage, especially if you screw up the creep at all. He's taking a bit on one of his militia, but otherwise the water ellie is tanking most of it. Bash kind of screwed up a bit. You usually want to split your wolves to here and here, but it actually ended up working out because he gets to see the weak peasant right there and just take it out with his wolves. And he will probably get another peasant here too. So that's going to be 2 kills already for our orc player, and that's huge. Dazzle, on the other hand, does have his tower up already, and he's queuing extra peasants. I don't believe he scouted either because he wanted every footman for the creep. Now the question is, does he actually wait for all these peasants, or does he cancel some in tech? It'll be interesting to see what he does, because his tech is really late at this point. The orc is almost done with his tech already. This is rough for our human player already. Greater healing, also not exactly great. It of course can be amazing later on, but I think generally if you can get something like mana potion or mana steel early as human, that can allow you to do a lot of pressure with water elementals on burrows before the orc can defend it properly. But of course, greater healing will be great later for healing up, particularly the MK if the MK is tanking a bunch of clapping. We do finally see the tech from the human underway. Bash, however, has already finished his tech, throwing up the lodge, getting a TC. Still only 2 burrows. Dazzle looking to steal some creeps, but not going to work too well. He does have 2 water ellies, so he can put on a lot of damage. So Bash realizes, starts to back off a bit. A couple of Dazzle's footmen's weak. He might actually lose this one if the Farseer decides to chase it with a wolf. Looks like he does not. Dazzle going to check out the base, see what he can do, but there's not really much he can do here as the human. Unless he's planning to TP, then he can cancel 1 burrow. I think he's surprised at how fast the tech is. He was probably hoping to catch a Lodge just finishing or something, but because Bash fast tech the way he did, these buildings are pretty far along, and the human in a rough spot here, trying to do some damage. Farseer is a little low, but Archmage also getting caught out. Might have to pop his Greater Heal. Does pop the Greater Heal to turn back around and attack the Farseer. Farseer really doesn't want to buy a potion here, but he might have to if the human decides to keep chasing.
Player's forces are
He will lose these footmen though. Might be able to get a grunt as well. He actually forced the TP. That's pretty big. TP probably right here. Will be able to force a heal potion. So some good pickups actually, but it is quite costly. Only one of those footmen gave XP to the TC. And human has finally reached his tech. MK on the way, double Sanctum, and he has what, 4 footmen left, 3 of them weak. Also his hero is weak. But the orc doesn't actually have that much XP. One of those footmen was denied by a
player's forces
a burrow, and then I'm not sure about the other. I think these were just the 2 peasant kills. So we really only got 1 footman in XP and then the 2 peasant kills earlier on the Farseer. So not bad for our human. However, he did take a lot of damage on everything, but 1 regen scroll has kind of solved that. TC has reached level 2, gets a talisman. Human continuing to try to put on pressure, does have boots of speed as well, but there is a couple shaman out now, and we see a footman picked off right away. Probably a good use of purge because he does have quite a lot of mana already, and he's throwing up an expo right away. And oof, Farseer getting focused down, Stormbolt coming out, purge on the water alley, decent stomp hitting both heroes and a footman. Might see a shaman picked off from the bolt. We do. Nice pick off from the human, but this human army is not really suited to fight. However, if he can get some shaman pick offs like this is actually huge. 2 shaman down already. The 1 remaining only has 40 mana. Adept training on the way. So actually not bad from our human player here. This went surprisingly well for him, but he does need to be a little careful. Does not want to get his Archmage surrounded or his Priest surrounded. He even gets a grunt. Dazzle's going off, bro. He's picking off so much with so little right now. I think maybe our orc player used a few too many purges on the first water alley, when instead he maybe should have just gone for hero focus right away. Like purge the MK, surround it, and then just kill it, right? Because then none of this would have happened. Human has to be a little careful here. Priests do not have Adept yet, but Ensnare finishes, and MK is out of mana currently, only at 45. But another Shaman getting caught out, and this will go down as well. Huge pickup from Dazzle. That is the 3rd Shaman killed already. And he's only had like 1 breaker and 2 priests out for himself. Priests still initiate, 2 more breakers on the way. He's actually not researching Adept yet either. He's getting more breakers and then Control Magic. I guess Control Magic is also a viable option instead of Dispel for the wolves, because you can just control them instead. He won't be able to dispel Lightning Shield though, but there's not actually much for Shaman because he's been killing them. And here we see another grunt close to dying, but Purge comes out, MK starting to get focus. Farseer a little bit out of the battle right now and needs to get back in there. And now with 4 breakers and a couple priests, human's a little bit stronger, but you really don't want to fight with these breakers yet until you actually have clap starting to come online. He is getting another pick off though. So not all bad actually. But this is really risky for my human. As we can see, his MK getting focused and quickly falls. And yeah, that's the problem with this sort of fight when your MK is only level 1 and you just have a few breakers. You can get turned on quickly against all of these grunts and their decent normal damage. Wand of Illusion also putting in quite a bit of work. And yeah, a lot of these breakers have dropped quite low. Bash has managed to get up an expansion as well during this time. And our Orc player suddenly looking good again. I think Dazzle managed to do a lot better than I was expecting with his harassment here. But at some point he kind of just stuck around too long. Doesn't have a counter expo because he never cleared the spot. And he's really just suffering in levels right now. MK not even level 2 yet, let alone 3. Archmage also only 2.5, whereas the Orc 2.7 and 3.3 already. And 3.3 on that TC is pretty scary when your MK is only level 1 at this point. Breakers as well have not managed to heal up yet. It does take a bit of time for that to happen. And Dazzle finally realizes there is an expo. Might be able to cancel on that burrow and kill a couple peons if he wants. But it looks like he's turning to fight. I'm not sure if I agree with this. You don't really want to fight just yet. I mean, I get that he kind of feels he has to though with the Orc having an expo. Going for the Farseer. Farseer does have a speed scroll though. Manages to get away, and these breakers starting to drop low. MK! He's still 10 mana short. 10 mana. If he gets a level up on the MK, he could have another bolt for that Farseer, but just a little short right now. And this TC's just slapping things down. I mean, what do you do against this when you have so little right now? Peasants coming in. Possibly looking to put up a shop and a couple towers, but with his breakers this week, oof. Okay, probably the right call. Save those peasants by just TPing. Get a regen scroll to go off, and he will have to push again here. He is approaching 50 food though, but he's against 3/3 heroes, and Bash is already breaking. Adding in a Wyvern as well, which will be really difficult for our human player to deal with when he's sitting with 2/2 heroes only.
A player's forces
No priests. Sorceress are pretty decent, but not having any priests. And he's actually already breaking. Really needs to get another farm up actually. And we have a fight on the way here. Archmage has reached 3, but this stomp, ooh, those peasants are so weak already. MK also, Archmage also, they're all half health or lower. And stomp coming out again, Archmage falls. TC too strong. Farseer is on the receiving end of his attack, but Invuln comes out to save him. Might see him purchase a heal scroll here if he can afford it in another 50 gold. But yeah, this Orc army is way too strong. He even has 1 damage upgrade for his grunts already. MK trying to escape. But yeah, this Orc army just not taking much damage. And with this Scroll of Healing coming out, even if Dazzle turns, he knows it's a little too late. They are going for the US East host again. It is the most neutral host. 90 ping, or no, not 90, it's like 77 versus 130 or something ping, I believe. But the other choices are like 20 versus 190 or 190 versus 20, one way or the other. So I think this ends up being overall the best host, although it does mean Dazzle is a little, you know, has a little more delay, but honestly 130 is not too bad in my opinion. I guess some people get affected more by it though. But yeah, going back to the game, we have our second map, and it is Last Refuge. And let me put up a score real quick since I don't have booster working. Since, I don't know, I guess booster's just not working right now. Maybe a patch came in. But yeah, top right, our red human player Dazzle, looking to go standard build again. And at the bottom left, our yellow orc Bash is once again going for the fast tech. But looks like he is throwing in a 8th wood peon, going up to 18 food here. Maybe he might cancel this one, but he might keep it because he's putting this scout peon out. Looks like he is keeping it rather than teching right now. So he probably could have had a barracks up already if he had wanted, if he is going to add this peon anyways. But yeah, we see the tech coming out. He will likely throw up a barracks and a second burrow again right away like he did last time.
A player's forces are
And a
under attack.
Farseer on the way with wolves. Peon realizes there is no pole or Shadow Priest pickup, and Bash going directly into the base. Not sure if this is the right call to go. Oh my god, Bash, what are you doing? Bash, what are you doing? I'm not actually sure on the proper movement of the Farseer and wolves against this creep. Like if you're supposed to
A player's forces
split
are
something
under
over.
attack.
I guess when he has his peon there, he doesn't necessarily have to split anything over. So this is probably the right call, just to go directly into the base. But yeah, just trying to get any damage he can here. Wolves also about to expire already. Didn't really get that much out of them. I do not believe any XP was fed. Voodoo Lounge on the way. And yeah, we do have claws for the Archmage, which will be pretty strong here. If you can get some extra damage on the Farseer with these claws, that can help a lot.
A player's forces are under attack.
Might be able to pick off this peon. Nice little movement from the footman, bringing it around the other way. And he's actually choosing to ignore the peon and likely just go to the base, or maybe try to lose. Oh, Bash, why'd you wake up the grapes? Does he need the peon to die? No, right? Oh, wait, I guess he does. He needs to be at 26 food on his next grunt, I guess. Okay, Dazzle decides to turn and fight a bit. Wolves have expired, but resummoned once again. He picks up boots as well, but he's not really going to accomplish much here. I think maybe he should have just had
A player's
his
forces are under
Archmage
attack.
and like one footman try to split off there, or maybe just the Archmage and try to like pick off some creeps. Maybe even just pull his footman and a couple militia and take a green separate. You know, anything to get level 2 while the Farseer was chasing stuff. But it looks like he's trying to put some pressure. This is delaying Bash's lodge right now, and we might see a cancel coming out
A player's forces
if Dazzle
are
is
under
aware it has gone up now. But this footman, a little weak, will likely get picked off here. No saving it anymore. No deny coming out. Looking to get us around on the grunt, but Archmage also taking quite a bit of damage now. Archmage half health already. There is a arcane vault though. and Farseer also taking quite a bit of damage. Archmage should win the fight, especially with Boots and Claw, and Bash actually should have to TP. I think, as long as, oh, actually, Stomp. Yeah, with Stomp there, no TP needed. But will Dazzle try to force a heal potion here? I do not think it's worth, honestly, because your footmen are going to take a lot of damage here. Oof. That's going to be... Okay, he is going to force the heal potion, but he lost one footman already, and two more are likely going to fall. Stomp coming out. One more falls. Second one gets denied, but at the same time, it did die, and that is actually quite costly. Archmage has not reached level 2 yet, and his footmen are all gone. And it's going to be hard to creep an MK when you have a half health Archmage that's only level 1. A footman with 87 health. So yeah, I think that dive a little too ambitious. You know, he did, I guess, force the heal potion, but the cost was just way too much. Now he is looking to creep here. Should be able to get level 2 Archmage off here, which will help a lot with the aura. Did not pick up a regen scroll on the way, so he will have to go back to his base for that. And Bash looking pretty strong already. He has brute strength. He has his TC out and creeping, and his Farseer looking to harass again. Dual Sanctum with tons of breakers, actually. I guess he wants the breakers for some damage right away. I think the standard is more of like Priest, 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 Adept, and then possibly a Sorceress. Otherwise, just then you go into breakers after that. See him going Control Magic and Adept, but no Priests. I mean, I sort of understand wanting a couple breakers at the start because he did lose all those footmen, but yeah, it's really rough not getting those Priests out right away to constantly have healing. Orc has spotted the human. Bloodlusted police. Oh my god. And Bash, on the other hand, actually getting some split XP there because his Farseer is a bit too close, I think. But TC is getting close to 3. I think that should be 3 if he wants it. But he's going to go for the shop, which is going to put him in a bad position, actually. However, Dazzle kind of revealed himself a little too soon here, and I think Bash saw the tower and was like, oh, I need to pull back. This tower actually might have hurt Dazzle, because I think that's what called Bash to pull back rather than going to the shop. Dazzle probably can actually cancel this, but will he lose his MK? He actually has Invuln though. And he actually used the bigger Invuln though, which probably the wrong call. I think you just want to use the small one and then TP out. He has reached level 2 MK now, but he does kind of need to get out here. Yeah, and he is TPing. Probably a little late, but does manage to save his MK just in time. Stomp coming out, but too late. TC has reached 3 though. Honestly, not bad from Dazzle. I think he killed a shaman and maybe even 2 shaman. I'm not sure what all died here, but I think it's like 2 shaman, a footman, and probably his peasant, and maybe something else, like a breaker. But the fact that he canceled the expo is huge. However, I really think he should try for level 3 MK. I think if you're going to do breakers, like that's the whole purpose, right? Is get your MK high level so that you can clap a bunch. Bash sitting by the shop gets an invuln. He did not get a heal scroll though, but I guess with the MK not level 3 yet, it's not that huge of a deal to not have a heal scroll yet. And Bash looking to fight. Low mana on the TC, but he does have a mana potion. And there are a lot of grunts. Mana potion already used. And these grunts just starting to put in work. Archmage getting a little caught out, but Bash doesn't close this round on it. Not really focusing it either. I think he actually had a chance to kill it. There is no TP. There is no invis or invuln. There is an invuln on the MK though, which he could possibly pass. The Orc army has taken quite a lot of damage here. Bash really starting to feel the effects of not having a heal scroll. But with the clap damage only being level 1 clap, he hasn't actually lost much yet. They're just kind of damaged. Taking a couple losses now though. 1 shaman, 1 grunt, 1 more grunt. But MK is out of mana, did not pick up mana potions. And Archmage getting purged, it's going to fall. Farseer reaches 3, still has a town portal even if he gets bolt surrounded. Dazzle trying to escape here. Lightning shield coming out, that's going to put in a lot of work on these peasants. Very good dispel though from Dazzle. But a lot of these peasants are going to be dying here to the grunt mass. TC getting a lot of caught out there. There is a bolt. TC does have an invuln though, will have to use that. Can Dazzle keep this round closed? It looks like not. There is quite a few grunts here still. He is 30 mana short of the next bolt, but he got a slow off on the TC. Does not try, decides not to chase though, and we see double heal scroll from Bash. Not sure if that's the right call now. He doesn't actually have much that he's heal scrolling. Oh, needs to be very careful here. Almost another storm bolt on the MK available, and that TC, he pops the heal scroll just in time. He's actually used both already. That was really costly, 500 gold, and he really only healed his TC out of that on those 2 heal scrolls. Wolves being stolen by Dazzle. And this human army. This human army looking scary. We have a little grunt here, doing a little shopping, no big deal. Will we finally see Dazzle pull back though and get his MK level 3? I'd really like him to creep this. The fact that you can potentially get Heal Wards, Wand of the Wind, Mana Stone, and Hellstone are all pretty insane. Especially Mana Stone. But Wand of the Wind, of course, good to take out the TC. Heal Wards can offer you a lot of extra sustain alongside the priests and the long duration fights. And then of course Hellstone, just a bit of extra protection for hero. We do see another fight coming out. There is no heal scroll on the side of Dazzle or Bash. Bash has a mana potion and MK getting focused, but he has an invuln, manages to escape, and he has not reached 3 yet. If he gets another couple kills, he might be able to get 3 on his MK. We do see a heal scroll picked up and popped right away. Farseer 10 mana short of a chain, but he's getting mana burned right now from the breakers. Looking to chase. And I am unsure of who's actually winning this fight. Dazzle's ahead in supply, and the breakers are looking quite healthy. But there isn't a lot of anti-air for these Wyvern. However, they are slowed. And Archmage almost has another Water Ellie, and there is no Shaman here to purge. This Water Ellie is going to turn the tide. MK actually coming back in. He has a mana potion now. Will he get... He does get the last grunt. And this MK... Oh my god, this MK still not 3. No. If I had one piece of advice for our human player here, it's... If you're going to play breakers, casters, get that MK to 3. It's huge. Like, the fact that he's doing this much with a level 2 MK is actually quite insane. Imagine if he actually had his MK 3. There is only Brilliance Aura level 1. It's kind of working out though. The water elementals actually doing pretty good because of there being a bunch of Wyvern now. and not really any shaman. There's one shaman on the field now. So these water ellies can get quite a bit of value, but generally I see a lot more Brilliance 2 and Clap 2. Dazzle doing a lot of running around. I think he actually just doesn't creep much after the starting few camps. But yeah, Bash being much more efficient with his creeping. He is 4-3 already, taking out the priest right away. Purge coming out on that water ellie, but there isn't actually mana for another purge until this shaman shows up. Dazzle trying to do what he can here. Would be a good pickup to take out this shaman. Is MK getting a bit surrounded here, but will hit level 3 off this kill? Kill the wyvern? Okay, level 3 MK, finally. Question is, does he go bolt or thunderclap? At this point, I'm not actually sure, because he feels like he's more of a bolt player than a thunderclap player. Oh, MK caught out. Gets the bolt off, but to no avail. MK falls, and this human army starting to drop low. Archmage hits 4 though. That aura will have a huge impact if he can survive this fight. But the breakers are quite low. There is still a couple wyvern on the field. Shaman are low mana though. And Bash still just doing some long distance mining. He's actually at 51 food. Should really... Oh, he's actually killing... Oh my god, he killed it before... Dude, oh my god, my peon bro. He was carrying that bag of gold across... Oh my... He went on this huge journey carrying a bag of 10 gold. And right before he reaches the hall... The Farseer served justice upon him, and now he is but a corpse in the grass. Feels bad, man. Oh my god. Okay, our human player getting his MK back. It is level 3. Ooh, this could be some good damage on... Oh, no, Bash, what are you doing? Okay, it's actually not too bad. The Archmage is pretty far, and MK is not back yet. And he actually picks off 2 casters right away. Ooh. This is the one thing you gotta never do against Wyvern, is get caught out without your army clumped up together. Because if you get caught out like that, the Wyvern just picks stuff off so fast. That was, what, three casters and a rifleman? He did get a stomp off for the rifle and the 3rd caster, but yeah, that is huge. And TC's almost 5. See a nice slow coming out, but also a nice purge on the other side to save that wyvern. MK finally back. He is level 3 now. I do think he picked Clap. It's hard to tell because booster is currently not working for some reason. It says overlay should be visible, but it's not actually visible because I think W3 Champions kind of screwed it over with all their updates. Oh, Archmage getting caught out. Right up front, Stomp coming out. Invuln used already. MK only has 1 spell available and has already used it on a bolt on the wyvern. He's trying to take out these wyvern, but just does not have much. There's 2 purges available. Uses 1 on the rifle, other on the water ellie, and that water ellie is gone. Regen scroll coming out. Couldn't get a lot of value here. But yeah, Bash doing a good job just taking some pickoffs and then retreating a little. Could save that grunt if he wants. A little too late now though. He needs to be careful of just feeding units though. See the expansion coming back online once again. Tower coming up. Looks like Dazzle's going to try to do something about this, but he doesn't really have police reinforcements. There's only 2 peasants on wood, so he really only can purchase army at this point. And Bash realizes this is here. We'll probably quickly take it out, and then maybe he'll get his Farseer 5 off of this. That would probably be a good pickup. Maybe have the TC stand somewhere here to scout. Oh, it looks like he's just going to protect his base till it finishes, but it is finished already. And expansion going to be, oh, he's actually going for the red. Okay, no, he's actually just scouting it. I really thought he'd go for the level 5 Farseer first, but I don't blame him for just trying to attack right away. We do have one Salva available. He does use it right away on that Wyvern. Good use. Stomp coming out, hits both heroes, and a rifle. Lightning shield coming out as well. Nice pick off of the Wyvern, but can we see this MK starting to do work? It's going to be really tough against this level 5 TC. Chain and Wolves just decimating the police. Oh my god, they were not long for this world. MK dropping low, Archmage also low, uses a health potion to stay alive. But MK does not have mana, and there's just not much the human army can do at this point. He is getting some kills here and there, but Bash has an expansion now, and there's just not much left for our human player. Bash with the 2-0 over Dazzle. And I think there were definitely some close moments, but overall I feel like Dazzle just needed to find better timings to pull back and get his MK to level 3, because oftentimes it was like level 3 TC and Dazzle sitting there with like a 1.9 MK or something, still just pressuring rather than getting the MK quickly leveled. So that definitely was rough for him. Getting that level 2 clap as soon as possible and then buying some mana potions for the MK is very strong in the human versus orc matchup, but just did not find the time for that.